Welcome back, pilots. So I took about a few days break from playing Battle Operation because I got into a match, um, and just like completely savaged. The enemy team, well, I would say they were acting like a team, which is good on them. I mean, that's great. They can be a team. Um, but yeah, the enemy players were just bouncing all over the map. It was hella glitchy. I was just not having any fun. So I decided, hey, as per my policy, when I play any kind of game, if I'm giving my time to something other than something tangible that I can hold in my hands or smell or see, well, I can see and hear this, but something I can feel, something I can smell, something I can taste, something I can hold in my hands physically. Um, then I'm a little bit more patient with the results. Like when I play Ironsworn, which is a cooperative or solo RPG um, game, if I get some really bad rolls, that's all on me. That's just bad luck. I understand bad luck. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But you can mitigate bad luck in that game by doing smart things. Like uh, burning momentum to take out a particularly sad roll, or doing a couple of pre moves, or setup moves that would help you get some bonuses on the actual critical move that you're trying to do, like gain information or try to compel an ally or something like that. And there's not anything like that in this game. Any of these games. Mobile Suit Battle Operation 2. I love it because it is right in the mecha play experience for me. It is everything I've always wanted out of a giant robot combat game. I do think it's kind of anemic that it is only just PvP, suit versus suit with very little missions. So I bought Code Fairy and been playing that off and on. But I'm in a mission right now where I'm kind of stuck. And I think it's because I'm not picking the right kit. That's the thing about this particular game design, is that player skill doesn't feature so much into the game as how much money you throw at the game. This game is a perfect example for play to win. And it's free to play. You could play it for free, you could download it for free. It's fine. But you get to a point where you're just not going to progress very far unless you start buying into some of the really larger suits, or more importantly, committing gross acts of grinding. Because the whole game is driven on a single, well, it's on three currencies, really, but it's more driven on tokens. That is the main currency in the game that you use to buy supply drops, which are, again, a gotcha game system. Like, for instance, you have these DP, which I don't know, can't remember what it's called, what it means. Excuse me, a little bit phlegmy in the throat today. But this is the tokens, and you can buy tokens. So that makes it, whatever the currency is, the purchasable with real world money. Um, that is the in any of these microtransaction driven games. That is going to be the main currency. It doesn't matter if you get more DP. You're going to be spending more DP. And guess how you can get more DP? You can get more DP by exchanging tokens. Um, I think that's right. I could be wrong. But let's take a look here. I'll show you what I'm. Wow, I can tell already the game is fucking wacky. So, first off, fan service. Cringe. Um, let's see. Okay, so like I said, you use the tokens. You could buy one drop for three, or you get 10 drops for 30. So that's a pretty fair exchange across. I only have 20 tokens. And then you have this one, then you get a bonus. And then you have I don't know what the DP counter is. Okay, so with DP, you can buy mobile suits. And you can only buy a certain mobile suit after you get a certain level of that mobile suit. So, for instance, if I wanted to start the Armored GM chain, I start off by buying the level 1, which will be a 250 point suit. And then the level 3 is, is a jump. Do I own the 200? I must own the level 2 one. The 350 at level 3 the 400 at level 4, and then it caps right there. It does they won't? There might be a level 5. The levels go up to level 7 basically, and now each level does have a point spread in it. And what I'm talking about is that if I go to my Haro, yes, okay, gush, whatever. Okay, so I go to the mobile suits and I go to the customize button. All right, and I want to go ahead and let's sort them all out by name. Okay, so we got the names. All right, so here we go. Let's find the one that I have the most suits in. I think that's going to be... Okay, so this guy. So you have a cost of 100, then you have a 150. Now, when you go to missions, it's leveled by cost. Okay, you put it in by cost. Um, if you let me see if I can actually let me see something here. So I got these guys. I'm trying to show you guys the difference between a level 3 and a level 4 is exceptional. Of course, I do have mods on these. Rates these are historically shitty. Let's see. The Alex is a level 1 at 450. Okay, so I know there's a level 2 somewhere out there, and a level 3, and a level 4. Um, the level... So I have an Alex that costs at 450. And what I'm trying to get to is that the whole collection thing is super complicated because you're dealing with levels and point costs. The only reason why you care about costs is if you're going to be playing the core activity in the game, which is, sorties against enemy teams. You're basically it's a melee game. It's a PvP game. It is. It is completely a PvP game. If you want mission based games, then you need to play Code Fury. Honestly, really. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, here we go. 450 basic match. Okay, so I have a 450 basic match. So if I go and go to my mobile suit, go to my customizations, I click on this, I go to cost, then I scroll over to 450. Now I could go in with a 400. You could be within less than 50, but you can't be over the cost limit, and you can't go less than 50. So here we go. We have level 1s, we have level 2s, we have level 2s, we have level 3s, we have level 4s. We have, there's a level 5 in here somewhere, I think. No, it goes up to level 4. So there's a 4-level spread just in the cost range of 450. Just in the cost range of 450. So I don't have any multiples in that range. But what I'm saying is that who's going to want to play with a level 1 if you have this level 4? It's like... You get to a point where it's like you have to buy into the economy of this game if you want to be competitive or if you want to progress anywhere. Some of the things you can't get until you get to a certain rank, and that's like your actual military rank. And some of the things, I think there's even like an actual rating gap, a rating gate also, or filter, where you have to have a certain rating in order to get to certain points, certain aspects of the game or items. It is just fundamentally elitist in its design, and it is all designed to push you into the shop. Let's go ahead and let's say the JM Cal. No, I don't want to play any raids or support systems. The only thing I don't like about, other than the fact that the swing of levels within cost limits is just too great. The game is supposed to lobby you against comparable teams, so it's like, for instance, if I went in with the Dom Cannon multi-gun, which is a pretty good suit. It's a pretty good suit, but it's level 3. I should be suits, but the last half a dozen or so matches that I got into, and the matches take so long to get into, the last half a dozen or so matches before I decided to take a break, it didn't feel like I was being paired up against comparable suits. I was very definitely being paired against suits of higher quality, and free-to-play games will do this to you as a strategy to get you to buy more of their economy. Let's do this guy. He's only a level 1. I'm going to register him for the ground fight, and then I'm going to go ahead and see about customizing him. Looks like he is melee resistance at this time. Let's go for... he can actually do pretty good on range strength. That's pretty good. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's focus on range. Probably not a good choice for general suits, but whatever. So, let's see. Oh, here we go. We can go to the store. I'll show you what you can buy. And it's taking me to the PlayStation Store, which means recording will stop. Fuck it. Oh, we're stuck. We're stuck. Okay, here we go. So yeah, the thing you buy are tokens, and then this one little cosmetic thing here for $11, which is how to change a pilot. But I mean, $90. You could spend $90 for 110 tokens. I'm like, who the hell has that kind of discretionary income? I mean, I don't know people. I don't know anybody. The people that I see throwing this kind of money at a game like this, they're content creators. They're people who already, they're already in some kind of developer kind of agreement or in some kind of content creator, design or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. It's like I'd like to see more balance in the game. I'd like to see some North American servers for this game, just so that we don't have to deal with the lag. The player base in this game is pretty thin out here in North America. That's the fastest I've ever seen a lobby fill in. But the proof is in whether or not they registered to being ready. See all those horrors popping up there? That's people still in their inventory selecting suits and equipping shit. Should have done that before you got here. But in any case, oh yeah, I got a disconnect rating for the last one. Not my fault, actually. We lost connection. It just happened. And that's when I decided time for a break. But in any case, I'd like to see a way where you could have like a dedicated favorites hangar. So you have the massive collection of suits, the customized, when you go to MS customized stuff, you have all that massive collection of suits. You have to sort it by levels or cost or by name or by type or by sortie type or whatever you want to do. At what time you obtained the suit and how long you've had it or whatever. There is no way to put in a true favorites. Like, you have most battles you're going to want to play are going to be between the 300 and 600 range. Over 600, even at 600, so about 300 to 500. 300 to 500 is the range you want to play in. That's a 300 slot, that's a 350, that's a 400, that's a 450, and that's a 500. That's 5 slots. And then that would be 15 if you want to raid a general and a support suit for each of those slots, just in case you want to mix it up. So that'd be 15 slots. A 15 slot favorites hangar, would be perfect for this game as an addition. Just a quality of life suggestion here, only because it would slow down this process right here. I mean, granted, we only get a minute and a half to really kind of go through things, and if you're raised in a culture in a society that is driven towards quick decision making and strategizing and being ready to go when you press the go button, you're not going to get a lobby fail. Like if Jarvik 517 doesn't press the button, we're going to get kicked. And there we go. And this will loop for about 4 or 5 times. I've actually sat here and built an HG, an entry grade 144 scale RX-70. I actually built an entry grade Gunpla in the time it took me to fucking finally get into a lobby. So, having a favorites hangar that's already pre-kitted and everything's ready to go, then you can just poof, pop it in there. Actually, it would be 30 slots. It'd have to be 30 slots because you have to have space and you have to have ground. See what I mean? It's like it's a collector game. It's a microtransaction driven collector game, pay to compete. It's not a pay to win. It's a pay to compete. You still got to win, but you can also still pay to win because by buying tokens, you can afford to pull more drops, which then in case you'll get more DP and more recycle tokens, which then you can then focus to targeted pulls, which would be higher level gear. Because even though you have a level 4 mech, like that level 5 right there, no, that's not my level. That's my place in the list. I'm over here chit-chatting and not even doing what I'm talking about. Anyway, so if I have a level 5 mech, if I don't spend the tokens or the DP or the recycle tickets, I'm always going to be playing with level 1 primary weapons and saber and melee weapons. So you have to spend the tokens and do the supply drops to get the higher level weapons and customizing gear in order to in order to be viable. If you have that, then you do win. So it's like it's this weird. Like I said, it's almost like I'm still playing Destiny. It's not really pay to win in Destiny, but you do pay because time is a currency in every game. The more time you put into the game, the more time you put into Destiny, the more time you put into developing a fire team, and the more time that you spend with that fire team in the game, the better gear you're going to get, the more competitive you can become, the better chances you have at winning. Of life. But a game is supposed to be a game. Unless someone's making money on this, unless this is their freaking career, because I would hate to think that this was a job. Um, you're going to end up not being able to put in that much time. So how do you make up for that time? You buy the tokens. You buy the tokens. Now in Destiny, there is nothing other than cosmetics that you can get with silver, um, which is their microtransaction currency. Um, but still, all the same, it's getting pretty close to a lot of people are pushing forward towards that idea that they would like it if people could actually do that. Oh shit! At least I got a dodge. He must be no, he must be a raid suit. Oh, we got you, buddy. Don't worry, you're fine. Just hang in there, man. We got you. You got me back. Now I am only playing with level 1. I don't know what that guy's suit is. It doesn't tell you. It only tells me right now with this information is that he's playing that guy, and he's playing, which is a raid suit, which is why I'm able to go ahead and just have an advantage on my attack for him. That was a double strike. He should have been dead. I get the destruction assist, whatever. And I like that about the game. The game doesn't tell you what your opponents are playing, so you don't sit there with decision paralysis trying to monkey around with overthinking the toolkit that you're trying to build. You got to be strong in your choice, and you got to be quick in acting that choice. So, like I said, there's a lot about the game mechanically. The gameplay itself, I really do enjoy. Um, because it's PvP and it's online, you're going to deal with cheaters. That's kind of the thing, and I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. Um, if I'm in a run of lobbies where there's just seems like there's way too many suspicious things going on, then I will take the afternoon off. I will just won't play for the rest of the afternoon or evening, you know, because it's not worth it. It's not worth investing the one currency I can't replenish, which is my time. And that's kind of the thing is I mean, you gotta go into a game like this and like Destiny thinking about that and being aware of it. But yeah, Mobile Suit Battle Operations, really good game, but heavily driven on the pay to compete thing. And it's just, I don't know. I'm probably just going to play this one match and then bail out. Only because, I have other things I want to commit my time to that actually do things. Uh, Bomb planted enemy base. Sweet. The other unfortunate thing about this game is that you can tell a game's presence in a market, i.e., the North American market here for us. I'm out of juice, so I have to wait until. There we go. Go take a look at the number of YouTube, creators who are doing content on this. It's not a lot, very, very little, even compared to some of the more esoteric games, which I can't even name because obviously I don't play them. But yeah, I would say Code Fairy, as far as the mecha experience is concerned, is a far better choice if you're really just trying to go for the whole, I want to play giant robot combat, and it's like not bad. I don't get into the whole Neon Genesis Evangelion type robot combat, where the people are doing freaking jujitsu moves and shit. I was like, now I know in some of the later uh, mobile suit stories, Gundam stories, uh, there are mobile suits that can actually go freaking crazy. I haven't seen any of them so far in this game, but then again, Why was he out of his suit? Come on, man. Wakey, wakey. Oh, he's immune.
An ally is defusing a bomb. Taking significant
There
damage.
goes our base.
That mobile
Alright, the 2v1 experience is a definite don't do this. You will end up getting destroyed. Wow. I'm actually... He should have had more damage than that. Is that a different suit? That must have been a different suit. So yeah, I think overall, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you're dealing with a pay to win, pay to compete kind of model here, and you are just going to have to, you know, accept that, or just play the casual side of things and just be excited to, you know, get the occasional, you know, fan recognized mobile suit. You know, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Marseille. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. Yeah, either as a Gunpla or as a mobile suit story. It's just meh kind of thing for me. But in this game, it's okay. In better qualified hands, it'd probably be super killy. But again, you know, it all comes down to one, finding the better level of it, or two, um, oh cool, orbital bombardment for the winds. Let's see, can I, oh no. Oh, that just takes forever, doesn't it? He's on the other side of the hill. If you're going to switch out weapons, you should always be hitting the reload button just because it makes sense. Oh, missed. Should have been able to get him, but we're waiting for him to res. Oh, no, I didn't get the assist. There was already two people on him. Is he repairing? I think he's repairing. Let's go ahead and help him out. I don't think my guy needs any repairs. This was just going for 50%. Okay. Well, we still got like 36 seconds. You'd be surprised what can get done in 36 seconds. How is he spotting me? And your guns do reload in the static in the background too, so you don't have to be... Okay, I see you. Oh. I see. Come on, Bubba. I don't like beam weapons. I'm clumsy with beam weapons. Anyway, that's about all I got to really talk about. The main takeaway is, if you want to play the game, it's a lot of fun. Be prepared to, you know, just accept if you're going to play, if you want to stay free to play. I do not ever endorse, you know, pouring money into shit that, you know, I mean, I've been free to play the whole time. You know, but I've been playing this game for a long time, and that's the thing. You know, it's everything's going to cost you on these kinds of games, and this game is going to be more about your time. So if you don't have, you know, the 1 hour a day to commit to playing this game, if it's your hobby, then, you know, I would say just accept that. You know, there are other ways to play the game. You know, there are other ways to play this game. There's this really great battle simulator over here. If you just want some quick mecha action, you don't have to deal with shitty internet connections or people playing from across the globe having better internet than you are, because they're all Japanese-based servers. So yeah. Let's take a look here. Let's go to the. I want to just do one thing real quick here. I want to see. Okay, so this was the dude that is my level 1, and so he won't be able to equip anything else. But I wanted to check and see. So we'll do 450s anyway, right? Okay, so these are all my 450s. This was the Morriside that I already registered. All right, here's a level 4. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have. We have a level 1 rifle on him. Now, if I equip the level 4, he's going to perform a whole lot better. And then, let's see, let's make him more durable. HP and ballistic resistance. Actually, let's see, what is he doing on melee and range? If I do range strength, that's going to be kind of cool. If I do melee focus, that really capitalizes on his strengths. Yeah, we could do that. Or we could go for mobility. Let's see. Let's do melee. I suck at melee, so this will be fun. Oh, I forgot to show you. You gotta register the sortie too. This is the other thing. This is why I'm saying it would be nice to have a stable of suits that are already pre-registered and ready to go. All you gotta do is jump into that sub-menu, pick that suit, and you're ready to go. It's done. It's simple, easy, super clear. All right, so you'll notice that all these mods in here, they have levels too. That makes a difference. That really freaking makes a difference. This particular mod, that's under defense. Yeah, I could sub it out for that if I had the points in there. And that's why you take then you take the suit and you put it in the hangar to to upgrade it. And I mean, again, that's just layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of economy in the game. And really, they don't want you to spend hours grinding this game. So they make it so that if you spend hours grinding the game, then yeah, you're going to be able to get all the things you want done. But they deliberately set that grind up to push you towards the shop. So just be aware of that. Anyway, I'm out of here. If you made it this far, thanks for stopping by. If anything I said helped you make a decision as to whether or not you want to play this game or how to play the game, let me know. It'd be nice to know if anything I've said made a difference or not. Or if not, then let me know.